Do you make your female characters always lifelike, sexy and perfect? Do they always came up pretty with nice proportions and exactly as you wanted them? Then this course is not for you. But if you don't feel quite at home while drawing or sculpting human anatomy, and more specifically female anatomy, then you've come to the right place. In this course we will create a female body and head from scratch. I will explain in detail about the proportions, muscles, bones and forms visible on the surface without the complication of using all the Latin names, although we'll get to know the most important ones. As a bonus, we will make a male body out of the female one to better explain the differences between them. I will also pay attention to the most common mistakes made. My name is Nico and I'm a 3D character artist for about 11 years now. I started studying anatomy 20 years ago, and at some point I realized that female anatomy was my weak point. So I decided to find such course, but sadly there were almost none available. And although female and male anatomy are muscle and bone wise are pretty much the same, the forms are kind of different. So now, after a lot of practice and studying, I decided to do such course myself. And I do this course by live sculpting in ZBrush because I think the best way to explain the forms and the muscles is to view them from all angles, and the sculpting of course is very good for that. We will start this course by making the overall shape of a female head, and I will explain its forms and proportions. Then we will make the torso shape and I will explain its muscles and forms. Next, we will make the legs and we will talk about their forms and muscles too. Feet are pretty much ignored by most artists, but we will learn about them too. After that, we will jump to the muscles and bones of the arms, which are also pretty interesting, so make sure not to miss it. Then, we'll make the basic form of the breasts, followed by hands and fingers. At this point, we will start detailing the face, where we will talk about proportions, sculpt and draw all the face features like nose, mouth, eyes, and as a bonus, the eyeballs. We will continue with duplicating the head and make a male head out of it. We will do the same with the torso, arms, legs, feet and hands, so we will have a separate male model for comparison. Then it will be time to combine all the parts of the female body and refine some areas. We will add eyebrows and eyelashes, nails, and we will cover certain areas for a bit of a decency. Last, we will learn how to paint human skin and makeup, and also make hair for better presentation. This course doesn't require previous knowledge of anatomy, although it could be useful. I would also like to thank the Anatomy for Sculptures for letting me use images from their amazing book. I really think it's a must-have for all artists interested in anatomy. Although this course will give you practical knowledge about muscles, forms and bones, I do recommend using this book to refresh your knowledge when necessary. And now let's go ahead and start learning anatomy.